Okay, so who are you?
I am Willie Newsom,
Okay,
your average local Joe player.
okay. How'd you do today?
I had third place.
Okay.
I lost to a black yellow Luffy, which is a very unfavorable matchup.
What you running?
I am running the best leader, Rob Lucci.
Roberto, okay.
Roberto,
The
as we like
Italian?
to call him. Black is just very solid. I like black. I like dropping Gecko Marios. It's really fun.
All right, so what we looking at here? What we got here?
All right, so we got. You want me to just kind of reveal them, or?
Yeah, let me see what we got here. Let's see.
So we're playing 4 Gecko Marios. Best card in the game.
Okay.
Black card. Can't go wrong with it. It does everything. It puts 20 Don out by itself. It's awesome. I got 4 Rob Lucci. Wouldn't be right to play less of 4 than the character when I'm playing the leader. You know,
That's fair.
they just work together.
I felt the same way about Garp.
Pops 2 cards. Craziest card in black, honestly, I feel. Like, to get rid of monsters. I played against Zoro today. Probably wouldn't have did well without it. You need 4 Rob Lucci.
So I played Zoro today? That's wild. Okay.
He actually got 4. He was pretty good. He beat the other undefeated last round.
Dang.
Make us 3 rounds. 4 Rebecca's. People cut down on Rebecca, and I don't really agree with that. Rebecca's like really good. Rebecca gets you cards from the grave that you wouldn't have access to. You could play a 3 or less from your hand.
So what are you pulling from the grave?
My famous play that is very bad to my friends is pick up Jack. Don't do it every time, but that's one of my favorites.
Grab the Jack. Okay.
The greatest one obviously is pick up Spandine, summons itself. I put 3 CPs back and then summon Rob Lucci, pop 2.
Gotcha.
It's a crazy great combo. I can do it with Gecko Morio or Rebecca. Just having these are really broken. Or picking up 2Ks when I'm feeling defensive.
Fair.
It's really good.
Okay.
Speaking of Jack, I'm actually only playing 2 Jacks today.
Is that standard, or is that something you just think is the best option here?
It's not standard at all. People play 4 of this card. I like it. I have a lot of moments where I just don't have enough counter, and I don't like that.
That's
So like, if I could cut down on anything, it probably would be Jack to me, because every other card in my deck is very powerful. And it does what I need it to do. You know, granted, I could probably cut down on like 2Ks, but then what am I really doing here? Like, I don't know. But that's an interesting one. I always generally pick it back up with Rebecca, like I say, if I need to. If I already go through my 8 drops on my 8 turn, then I can bring back something with Rebecca that I actually just can have a follow-up the next turn if I don't have anything. And when you're playing Rob Lucci, you generally don't have control of your hand.
That's
like,
fair. Yeah.
It's its own thing like that. 4 Tempest Kick.
Okay, standard, yeah.
Standard, very standard. Draw a card. 3 Ice Age.
Ooh, the fancy one still, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of people like 4 of this card. I just have a problem with not having counter. It's like my whole thing.
Yeah, okay.
My ratios are weird. I play Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm sorry.
So stick with 3s?
Yeah, 3 of work. 2 E-shows.
Okay.
E-shows, in my opinion, very important this format, because a lot of decks are just really good right now. And of course, granted, you won't need them in certain matchups, but like your BYs, you need them. You need them for like your late game matchups with maybe like any other black deck, you know, like the curve is just crazy. You know, you put your opponent at 6 and you force out 2. It's really good sometimes.
Yeah, no, that's aggravating. Yeah.
That did happen with our match. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was like, I got 5. Sure, I could have counted out, but I thought it was 7, but that's me.
I'm playing the 1 Tech Kaido.
1 Kaido? Okay.
It's another, I don't like having less counter, but this is the odd curve, and the odd curve you need help with. You know, Kaido's really good. It doesn't destroy, it just trashes. So it's like the send mechanic, so it's like really good. You get to play around Sabos, and you get to play around undestructible effects. 3 Surus.
Okay.
Suru
My 3
is one of my favorite cards in this deck now, because you just get to play her, and it really does a lot. Paying the 1 for a -2, it does a lot, and it gets me there a lot. Like, I hate dropping it from my hand because it's such a good defensive card, but like
not getting it back.
Yeah, but then like you could just work it from the grave, and you can work it with your Morias, but tapping 1 for a -2 just to clear the board is necessary, man. Like, I need to do it. Like, I don't care. I'm not trying to, like, leave stuff on the board, you know? Like, and there are arguments where you don't need it, but it's a cool card. I like it. 3 Spandam. Spandam's really cool. I wasn't playing 3 for the longest, actually. I like slimmed it down where I wasn't going to play more Spandams because I would always draw this card late game, and I hate that. You know, like I'm drawing this when I want to draw Gecko Warriors or something, but like just having it in your deck for consistency obviously is really good. Get more cards.
Fair enough, yeah. Oh my gosh, Sabo, yeah.
4 Sabos.
Yeah.
I am a believer.
Yeah.
Do not cut down on this card. I don't know why you would want to cut down on this card. This card protects your board. You draw 2 cards. You make your hand better. What are we doing here? What are we doing?
Yes, I was.
It's the nuts. I
So
don't
it's an
know.
aggravating card going against if you're using a black deck.
And it's not going anywhere, so I don't know. 4 Khalifas.
Nice.
Khalifa's just really good. Like, I barely play her. When I do play her, it's in a terrible position most times, but like,
That's fair.
you just need that. You know, it's a CP, it's a 2K.
Yeah.
She stacks the
rather,
hand, and she looks nice. And we got 4 Who's Who's. I'm actually a very big believer in playing no less than 4. You want this card on your curve more times than not. Like, I will discard a card to pop your board every time. I don't care how low my hand is. I don't care. Like, I don't care. Like, I'm discarding, and it's a 2K, and I can pick it back up, and it's a CP. So.
Oh, and it has trigger.
Yeah, and it's like, what are we doing? Like, I want all these things. These things are so good.
I did not realize it was CP. Wow. Okay.
And yeah, I mean, I could pick it back up, 5K. It works well. I've been doing a lot of like cool tricks with this, and like on my turn 5, just swinging. You know, they put out Kuzans or anything, and then I have to get rid of that Kuzan. But this is a card I couldn't play without because Lucci isn't going to do this all the time. You know,
Fair.
it's definitely not the best all the time, but when you clear the board, you clear the board. You know, that's the premise. 1 Luffy. Luffy is like very slow, but he's really good when he like gets off. I want to bump this up honestly, but like I catch myself never playing this card, and when I do, I'm already in a winning position most times. You know, so it's kind of one of those. It's a cool card. It's very interesting, and I don't want to just lose because I don't have an out to something. You know, like a Borsellino just troubling me or something like that. 2 Spandans. This one, I'm not too sure. I think I should probably go back to 3.
Okay.
But 2 has always actually been really good. You know, like, I have my games where I don't see my Spandans sometimes, but generally I can just bring back Lucci in a minus, and then I'm good anyway if I really am having troubles with stuff. But, you know, this is the infamous 20-don turn with the Gecko, Moria, Rebecca, Spandine, Lucci combo. Get it all out, spit out cards, and it's a little too much sometimes. And it's probably why I haven't put black down. And we got the best mitigator, Helmeppo. He is -3 on play, 2 of them. He's really good. I catch myself wanting to play 3 of this card, but 2 is enough.
Fair.
You know, you don't want to draw a late game. That's my premise too. You don't want to draw certain cards late game. You know,
So you want to get in the middle.
yeah, you know. And I'm always recycling my deck to put back my strong cards. So like, I'm gonna draw strong cards after a while, and I'm always trying to mill, unless I'm playing against BY Luffy, and then I'm like playing stupidly because I'm not swinging every turn, and then I'm like doing stuff weird. But
Fair enough.
great card. Would not play without it. Splash card that has made its way back in is a Brook. Brook is not that good right now, but he shines at times, and at times he's the only card who can do certain things.
Yeah.
You know, like when you get in a certain position, Brook is actually the only thing that's going to put enough pressure on your opponent to actually swing the game without you using Dawn, without you using resources or anything, and your opponent always has to respect it.
Fair enough. Yeah.
So, I don't know. it's weird though, because like in the mirror matches, you don't really want Brook out because then you're gonna try to save it, and then you're gonna waste your resources generally on your Brook. But it's a weird one. because the free brook is just, it's free real estate. It's too much when it's out there. And my last 2 cards, I have 1 6 King pistol.
Okay.
Crazy, crazy good card. I play a lot of non-counters.
So might as well just have some, yeah.
This card has always gotten me there. It's really good. The trigger does not come up as much, but you draw 1, KO 1.
Fair enough,
You can get there sometimes, you know. And then finger pistol.
Yeah, okay.
Finger pistol still is a great card. You know, Sabos are running around crazy, so I mean, I don't expect it to resolve every time I see it, but you play against a green deck, and hey, you need something sometimes, you know. Like this card will get you there. And yeah, that's it. I got the straw hat on.
Oh, word?
I like those. I like those. And third place.
Cool beans. Well, thank you,
Appreciate
sir.
it. Always.
All right, let's start the video.
Hey.
Willy Wella, whatever. It's funny.
This man had like 14 one.
Really is.
Oh, God. He really do.